Your body is a clenched fist that never opens. Right now, as you're reading this, your shoulders are probably slightly raised. Your jaw is probably slightly clenched. Your forehead probably has tension you don't even notice anymore. You've been holding your body in a state of partial tension for so long that it feels normal. You don't even realize you're doing it. And this chronic tension is a massive barrier to sleep because your nervous system reads muscle tension as danger. Tight muscles tell your brain that you need to stay alert, that something is wrong, that you can't let your guard down. And you can't just tell your muscles to relax because after years of chronic tension, your body has forgotten what relaxation actually feels like. The difference between tense and relaxed has blurred into one constant state of mild tightness. But what if there was a systematic sequence that forces every muscle in your body to release, one by one, in a specific order that triggers a cascade of deep relaxation your nervous system cannot resist? Here's the problem. After years of chronic tension, your body has forgotten what relaxation actually feels like. The difference between tense and relaxed has blurred into one constant state of mild tightness. It's like living in a noisy city for so long that you stop hearing the traffic. The noise is still there, you've just stopped noticing it. Your baseline has shifted. What you think is relaxed is actually still 60% tense. And you have no way to know this because you've lost a reference point. You need to reteach your body the difference. You need to create contrast so dramatic that your nervous system remembers what zero tension feels like. But what if I told you there's a systematic relaxation sequence developed by anxiety researchers that forces your body to rediscover what true zero tension feels like? A method so effective that it's used by therapists to treat people with chronic anxiety, chronic pain, and severe insomnia. This isn't guided meditation where someone tells you to relax and you try your best. This is a physiological hack that creates such extreme contrast between tension and release that your nervous system has no choice but to reset. People report feeling sensations they haven't felt in years. A heaviness, a sinking into the mattress, a warmth spreading through their limbs. And the crazy part? The entire sequence takes less than 8 minutes, but the effects last all night. Stay with me because this progressive muscle relaxation sequence is about to give you back a level of physical relaxation you forgot was possible. Welcome to Mind Hacks Lab, where we decode research into methods you can use tonight. And if you ever felt like your body just won't let go no matter what you try, smash that like button, because this systematic approach is going to change how you experience relaxation forever. This technique is called Progressive Muscle Relaxation, or PMR, and it was developed in the 1920s by a physician named Edmund Jacobson. Jacobson was working with patients who had chronic anxiety, and he noticed something crucial. These patients had completely lost the ability to recognize tension in their own bodies. They would say they felt relaxed while their muscles were visibly tight. So Jacobson developed a method to reteach the body the difference. The principle is simple but brilliant. You deliberately tense a muscle group as hard as you can for 5 seconds, then you release it completely all at once. The contrast between maximum tension and sudden release is so extreme that your nervous system finally recognizes what relaxation actually is. It's like turning a light switch off in a bright room. You only notice the darkness because of the contrast with the light. Here's what happens in your nervous system when you do this. When you tense a muscle as hard as possible, you activate something called the Golgi tendon organ. This is a sensory receptor in your tendons that monitors muscle tension. When tension gets dangerously high, the Golgi tendon organ sends an override signal to your spinal cord that says release this muscle immediately before it tears. And when you let go, this reflex causes a muscle to relax more deeply than it could through voluntary relaxation alone. You're essentially hacking your body's own protective mechanism to force a level of relaxation you can't achieve by just trying to relax. And here's the beautiful part. This deep relaxation in one muscle group triggers a cascade. Your nervous system starts to lower its overall arousal level. Heart rate drops. Breathing slows. Stress hormones decrease. One relaxed muscle teaches the whole system to calm down. Here's the complete 8-minute sequence. You're going to work through 16 muscle groups in order from your feet up to your face. For each muscle group, you tense as hard as you possibly can for exactly 5 seconds, then release completely all at once and rest for 10 seconds before moving to the next group. Start with your feet. Curl your toes downward as tight as you can, like you're trying to grab the floor. Feel the tension in the arches of your feet, in your toes, in the balls of your feet. Hold for 5 seconds. Then release. Let your feet go completely limp. Notice how different they feel. That's contrast. Next, your calves. Point your toes toward your shins and flex your calf muscles as hard as possible. Feel the tension in the back of your lower legs. 5 seconds. Then release. Feel the tightness drain out. Then your thighs. Squeeze your thigh muscles. Tighten your quadriceps and hamstrings as much as you can. 5 seconds of maximum tension. Then let go. Feel your legs get heavy and sink into whatever surface you're on. Now your glutes and hips. Squeeze your butt muscles and tighten your hips. 5 seconds. Release. Feel the tension melt away. Your stomach. Pull your stomach in tight. Tense your abdominal muscles. 5 seconds. Let go. Notice your belly soften and your breathing deepen naturally. Your chest. Take a deep breath and hold it while tensing your chest muscles. 5 seconds. Exhale and release. Feel your chest cavity expand and relax. Your back. Arch your back slightly and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel the tension through your entire back. 5 seconds. Release and let your back settle into a natural position. Now your shoulders. This is where most people hold massive amounts of tension. Raise your shoulders up toward your ears as high as they'll go. Really scrunch them up. 5 seconds of maximum tension. Then let them drop. Feel them fall heavy and loose. That difference is what relaxation is supposed to feel like. Moving to your arms. Make tight fists with both hands. Squeeze as hard as you can. Feel the tension in your hands, your knuckles, your fingers. 5 seconds. Release and let your hands open naturally. Feel your fingers uncurl and relax. Now your biceps and forearms. Bend your arms and flex your biceps like you're showing off your muscles. Tense your forearms at the same time. 5 seconds of maximum flex. Then let your arms drop loose and heavy. Now your neck. This is another major tension storage area. Gently press your head back into your pillow or the surface behind you while tensing your neck muscles. 5 seconds. Release and feel your neck soften. Finally, your face. This is the big one. Scrunch your entire face together. Squeeze your eyes shut tight. Wrinkle your nose. Clench your jaw. Press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Furrow your forehead. Everything. Make the most scrunched up face you possibly can. 5 seconds of maximum facial tension. Then release everything all at once. Let your jaw drop open. Let your forehead smooth out. Let your whole face go slack. This is often where people feel the most dramatic difference. Now that you've gone through all 16 muscle groups, do a final mental scan of your entire body. Start at your feet and slowly move your attention up through your legs, your torso, your arms, your neck, your face. Notice if there are any areas still holding tension. If you find any, do one more tension release cycle just for that area. But most people at this point feel something they haven't felt in years. A complete absence of tension, a heaviness, a feeling of sinking. Your body remembers this. This is your natural state. This is what you're supposed to feel like. This is zero. The first time you do this sequence, you might be shocked at how tense you actually were. Some people cry because they haven't felt this relaxed in decades. Other people feel weird or vulnerable because they're so used to holding tension as armor. That's normal. Your body has been in guard mode for so long that letting go feels strange, maybe even a little scary. Stay with it. This is good strange. This is your body remembering how to feel safe. Also, don't be surprised if you fall asleep before you finish the sequence. That happened a lot, especially around the shoulder and neck area. That's not a failure. That's actually the technique working. Your nervous system hit the relaxation threshold and just shut down. Mission accomplished. You can do this sequence anywhere, anytime. In bed, before sleep, obviously. But also during the day if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed. On a plane if you're nervous about flying. Before a big presentation to calm performance anxiety. The beauty of this technique is that it's completely internal. Nobody can see you tensing and releasing muscles. You can do an abbreviated version in a meeting, in a car, anywhere. And with practice, you won't need the full 8 minutes. Your body will start to recognize the pattern and release more quickly. Some people get to the point where they can trigger deep relaxation just by thinking about the sequence. But start with the full systematic version every night for at least 2 weeks to train your nervous system. Biggest mistake people make is not tensing hard enough. You need to go to maximum tension, not just a little squeeze. Really tense as hard as you possibly can. If you're not uncomfortable during the 5 seconds, you're not doing it hard enough. Second mistake, holding the tension too long. It's exactly 5 seconds, not 8, not 10. Longer than 5 seconds, and you start to fatigue the muscle instead of triggering the release reflex. Third mistake, tensing multiple muscle groups at once to save time. Don't. The whole point is systematic isolation. One group at a time so you can feel the specific contrast in each area. Fourth mistake, rushing the rest period between groups. Those 10 seconds of rest are when you notice the difference. That's where the learning happens. Don't skip it. Studies on progressive muscle relaxation show measurable physiological changes. Heart rate variability improves, which is a marker of nervous system flexibility. Cortisol levels drop significantly. Blood pressure decreases. Muscle electrical activity measured by EMG drops to near zero. But the most interesting finding is this. People who practice PMR regularly develop better body awareness. They start to notice tension earlier, before it becomes chronic. They catch themselves clenching their jaw during the day and can release it immediately. It's like you've installed a tension detection system in your body. You become aware of what you're doing physically in a way you never were before. And that awareness alone prevents tension from building up in the first place. Let me give you the complete systematic sequence one more time. 16 muscle groups, 5 seconds maximum tension, 10 seconds rest between each. Feet, calves, thighs, glutes, stomach, chest, back, shoulders, hands, biceps, neck, face. Then final body scan to check for any remaining tension. The entire sequence takes 8 minutes. Do it every night before sleep for 2 weeks minimum. Your body will start to remember what deep relaxation feels like. The chronic tension that's been your baseline for years will start to release. And here's the beautiful part. Once your body remembers how to relax, it starts doing it automatically throughout the day. You'll notice yourself releasing shoulder tension you didn't even know you were holding. That's the long-term gift of this practice. Now I want to hear from you. Where do you hold the most tension in your body? Is it your shoulders, your jaw, your neck? Somewhere else? Drop a comment, because knowing your personal tension hotspot will help you pay extra attention to that area during the sequence. And if you try this tonight, come back tomorrow and tell me how it felt. I want to know if you notice the contrast. And if this progressive muscle relaxation sequence just gave you a tool to finally release chronic tension you've been carrying for years, smash that like button, because other people are walking around tense without even realizing it, and they need to see this. Subscribe to Mind Hacks Lab, because every week I break down another research-backed technique used by therapists and elite performers and turn it into something practical you can use tonight. These aren't theories. These are proven methods that create measurable change in your body. Now here's the thing. This PMR sequence is incredible for releasing physical tension. But what about mental tension? What about when your mind is racing with anxious thoughts and you can't shut it off? That's a different kind of tension that needs a different approach. In the next video, I'm going to show you the cognitive shutdown technique that therapists use for racing thoughts and anxiety spirals. It's specifically designed for that 3 a.m. overthinking session when your body is relaxed but your mind won't stop. It's the perfect complement to what you just learned, and together these two techniques give you complete control over both physical and mental tension.